What's up, everybody? It's Goose. I'm getting ready to move my nanny goats and my keeper doelings to my neighbor's property. Got my truck loaded up. This is my mobile, somewhat goat-proof dog feeder. The kid goats get in there, but they don't really mess with dog food. Here's the dog feeder, water trough, and then that's my electric fence toolbox. Got the trailer hooked up. And I'm just gonna go in there. I got them all caught in here. I just fed them in there. I had to chase this one. She is gonna be gone real soon. I got better things to do than chase goats. Every one of the goats just walked in here for me, and that one goat just took off running. That's what she's done every time I try to get her in here. She's leaving soon. I'm tired of that. Got Jenny in here. She's going with them. Last time I moved her, I've tried riding her with her in the front of the truck, and she's just all in my face. Makes it hard to drive. So I've been putting her in a dog kennel in the back of the truck. That seems to work better. She doesn't like riding in the truck either way, but when I put her in the front, I mean, she's all over me. Kind of makes it dangerous. You try to make me wreck, don't you? She tries to get in my lap. She hates that truck. But this time I'm just going to put her in the trailer with the goats. There's enough room. It should be fine. I'm gonna try it this time and see how it goes. One less step. I don't have to mess with the cage, and plus if I towed her in the back of the truck in a cage, then I can't put the dog feeder back there and I gotta make another trip. So anyway, Jenny's gonna ride in the trailer with the goats for the first time, and we'll see how that goes. Got everybody caught over here. 21 goats over here, 17 nannies, and 4 kids. The 3 bigger kids are my keeper doelings, right there, and over here hiding behind her mom. And then I got one little buckling. That was my kid that was born late. He was born 2 months late. I don't know how that happened, because his mom has been in this group with the other nannies the whole time. So I don't know how that happened. No clue how she got bred 2 months late, but she did. So there's one buckling in here. He's only about a month old. I'll take him out at 90 days and wean him. So I'm gonna load these girls up, and I'll show y'all what I got going on my neighbor's property. All right, I got everybody loaded up. I forgot to mention, every time I get the goats caught up in this goat catch corral, I check everybody's eyes. I look at their eyelids for their FOMACHA score. It's a good indicator to let you know if they're wormy or not. Just look up FOMACHA score. There's plenty of videos about it. But basically, you're just making sure their eyelids aren't pale, making sure they aren't anemic. If they are, there's a good chance you have a high parasite load, and you need to do something about it. But anyway, I checked everybody's eyes. Everybody looks real good. I caught everybody up about a week ago and wormed the ones that needed it, which there was only like 5. Had to worm that wild goat I'm getting rid of, and then I had to worm my 3 mini goats, which I always have to worm them. And I had to worm big old Greta too, which that's 2 years in a row. So she might be leaving the farm. We'll see how she does the next few months. She better stay healthy and do good, or she's gonna have to go. I hate to get rid of her because she's my biggest goat. And she's got these big old giant horns. I just like the look of her. But the other goats are outperforming her. The other goats, they wean bigger kids. So I don't know. She might stick around for one more year, or get another chance for another year and see how she does. But anyway, I'll be watching her, and if I need to, I'll get rid of her. And Jenny, she is happy as she's about to. Y'all need to calm down. Y'all gonna make Jenny snap off on you over here trying to headbutt her. Hey, the darn black goat. Darn black goat's headbutting everybody and pushing them back here. They're mean. But anyway, Jenny's just as happy as can be right here in the middle of the goats. if she was in the cage, she'd be whining right now. So I think this is how I'll do it from now on, because she seems happy with it. So the less I can stress her out, the better. But we're gonna get rolling. The goats don't like being in here, and that black goat over there is being a bully. So we're gonna head out. I'll see you in a minute. All right, so I'm on my neighbor's property. This is the Energizer I'm using, my PowerMac 30-mile solar Energizer. I got the T-post mount for it, where it just sits on a T-post. And I'm only using one ground rod. It's a 3.5 foot ground rod, but it's only about 2 foot in the ground. And off of that I'm running 4 wires. They are 1,320 foot, I believe, 1,300 something foot. So this little Energizer, it's powering everything, it's doing good. I got 8,000 volts all the way through it. Got Jenny out here. Have the automatic dog feeder over there. We got plenty of good fresh water for them out here. It's really rocky out here. We had to use some T-post and cinder blocks. Luckily my neighbor had those ready. It worked out for us. This is the main thing I need to show y'all. Well, I'll start here. This is how I connected all the wires together. It doesn't look great, but it's a temporary setup, so it's fine. These are just alligator clips off of Premier One. So this is where the fence starts, right here. And then I pulled the fence that way, went all the way around and made a loop. And then I came back to the same insulator, went straight through it. And here are my geared reels, which they lock in place. That's how it's able to hold the tension. These are Terragate reels. And then to keep the tension, I just took a T-post. We put it at a slight angle so it would hold the tension better. And then I just took some old insulated copper wire and looped it around the T-post. And then made these little holes, loops, to put the reel in. It's not perfect, but it works. I was about to take it off and show y'all, but I probably can't get it back on with one hand. But this is something I'm new I'm doing. It's my first time trying it. I think it's gonna work out. So far so good, but I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how to mount these geared reels up without losing all the tension. This is what I came up with. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it'll work. These bottom ones, I should have made that loop bigger, but it's working. I'll make the loop bigger next time. This top one is how I should have done all of them. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's holding up good and get nice tension all the way around. It's keeping the wire nice and tight. Let me go find the goats. They're in the middle of the woods eating somewhere. All right, so my neighbor has 25 acres here, and he kind of, well, it's him and his family. They kind of farm like me. They do a lot of natural farming. It's small scale, and they're just really raising their own food. Is their main goal, is just raising their own food. But we have a lot in common, and we actually met through my mailman, which I've told y'all before. My mailman is who I bought my pigs from, so we talk. We're kind of buddies. But this is this neighbor. They're on a different road from me. They're a few miles down the road. But anyway, the mailman introduced us because he just said we had a lot of commonalities, and we do a lot of the same things on our farms. We kind of believe in raising animals the same way. Which they're all organic. I'm not. I would like to be organic one day, but I'm just not there. But they are organic. They raise rabbits. They raise their own chickens for meat. They got some turkeys, some ducks. They got a milk cow. But just a small little farm, raising their own food for their family. It's really neat. But he has 25 acres out here. I should say they have 25 acres out here. We met, and they seen my goats and my setup and what my goats had done to my property. And he asked if I'd be interested in running them out here to help clear this place out. And of course I'm down to do that. So that's how we got here, which they actually have 2 goats in here somewhere. They were running their goats with their cows, but we started setting this up. I told him if he wanted to put his goats in here with mine, I mean, that's no problem. They'll do fine together. Which I just put the goats in here about an hour ago. We put mine in first, which I have 21 in here, and then we put his in here. I can't decide on words. Their goats, sorry. But we put their goats in here. This is one of theirs, and then this big old giant girl. Their goats are huge. These are some big girls. They're way bigger than any of mine. I got some in here that are almost as big as her, but this goat right here is a giant compared to mine. But yeah, they're running in here, and as you can see, this goat has a collar. That's because you've been on a run, huh? They've been having to put this goat on a run because she's been getting out of the electric fence. So we're giving her a chance. Hopefully, with all these goats in here, she doesn't have any reason to want to get out, but that's why there's a collar on her. She's a troublemaker. But we got about a 1,300 foot section fenced in. It's really thick all the way through. Tons of forage. And the girls are enjoying it. They got a good, at least 2 weeks out here, probably 3 or 4 weeks, but we'll see. We'll watch the forage and see how fast they eat it. But that's it. Just dropped the goats off on my neighbor's property. Working with him to help clear his property out and feed my goats for free. He's going to be keeping an eye on them, so I don't have to stop by every day. He's going to take care of the water for me. Once again, I'm saying they, the whole family. But they're going to keep an eye on the goats for me, so I don't have to come check on them every day. But yeah, I mean, this is a goat's dream out here. I mean, it doesn't get much better. That little goat just disappeared right there. But all right, video's getting kind of long. That's all. I'll show y'all when we move them what they did here, and once they get done here, we're going to move them over that way a little bit more. So we got 2 different pen. Well, we have this pen up, and then we'll have to set the next pen up. But we have 2 little areas, 2 good size areas we're going to run the goats through and clear out with them. And we'll go from there. We might run them somewhere else, but I don't know. We're just not there yet. We'll see. Because when my grass gets real tall, I got to get them back to my house and have them mow my yard down for me. So anyway, everybody's doing good. That's the goat move. This is the new project. I'll see y'all later. Goose out.